coming to you real quick. Listen, I have a revelation that I want to share with you guys that recently hit me. I was on the phone with a girlfriend of mine, and I was sharing with her the fact that in this moment in my life, I've recently gone through a breakup. And, breakups are never fun, right? Even if it's needed, it's still not fun. Both parties, myself obviously included, are quality people, right? So this is not a bashing video at all, but there was a lesson in it. And I do believe that every time we go through things or have experiences in life, it's to learn a lesson, especially if it is, period, there's a lesson in it. So yes, I was in this relationship with this gentleman. Again, I think he's a pretty good guy. He has a lot going for him and all of that. But again, it just didn't work out. There was a characteristic, however, that as I was sharing with a girlfriend of mine, she pointed out. I was sharing how every time there was a moment or an opportunity for us to either work things out or figure out whatever it was that we wanted to figure out. Instead of him taking the opportunity to show up, to fully show up, he would squander it. He would squander the opportunity. And so, of course, my girlfriend says to me, she says, well, yeah, she says he's a squanderer. And I said, what do you mean? And you have to listen to the whole video, by the way, in order to get the whole story. Please do not run from this one little piece. I want you to get the whole thing. So she says, yeah, he's a squanderer. She says, like the story in the Bible where God gives these three men different amount of talents, and the one that he gives the one talent to, that person decides to bury it in the ground. The other two decided to multiply the talents that he gave them. So there was an opportunity, right? And so I'm sorry, y'all, I had to start the video over. What was I saying? The point is that when we're given opportunity, right? How are you? Good. When we're given opportunity, we doing with it. Now let me also point this part out. I'm also a strong believer in that we really do attract who we are. So of course I had to take a few steps back myself. So here I am, and I'm like, I attracted this person in my life. Again, quality person has a lot going for him, right? Like myself, quality person has I have a lot going for me. But this trait, I said to myself, well, if he is well, then what does that make me? So this is where the lesson comes in. And I had to really ask myself, Melanie, do you squander opportunities when they show up in your life? Do you squander opportunities, right? Because I believe God has always given us an opportunity every single day to give it our all, to live our best life. But a lot of times when the opportunity comes, I don't think all of us do what we're supposed to do with those opportunities. And so in the relationship setting that me and this gentleman were having, yes, he definitely squandered opportunity to show me who he really was. And so in that, he then showed me, well, then you just gonna keep squandering opportunity instead of showing up. Which is okay. Again, we all have our character flaws. We all have our stuff. Again, he's a quality dude, so I'm not bashing him in any way. I'm also pointing out the fact that I also attracted him to me. So there's a part of me that had to check myself as well, because if he is representing this, then I have to ask myself, what is it in me that either allows that or represents it? So the point and the lesson in this is, one, we really do attract who we are. So we can't get too upset if we're attracting things, and please take this with some balance, right? Being an attractive person, whether that be me, a man, it doesn't matter, right? You're going to attract all kinds of stuff. You don't have to say yes to it. But when you are noticing a pattern in your life where you are attracting a certain type of person, a certain type of man, a certain type of woman, you have to take a few steps back and ask yourself, what is it in you that's attracting this to you? Now, either you may embody the same characteristic that you don't seem to like in the other person, or there is something in you that allows for that characteristic to find comfort in you. And so I really challenge us to look at ourselves and ask ourselves, are we squanderers? Are we squanderers? Because when opportunity comes, so specifically in a relationship setting, people always say that they know what they want, right? But then when that thing or that person shows up, Are you handling it with care, with love, with value? Are you showing up? Are you appreciating it? What are you doing? And that comes across the board in every way in our lives, right? So you really have to ask yourself. So I say all of that to say that, listen, breakups are not always fun, but they are necessary at times, and they are lessons. So I encourage you to get the lesson out of any breakup or any challenge or anything that you may be going through, but also always make sure that you are taking a step back and checking yourself, okay? Seriously. Because if not, then you're not really getting a lesson. Anywho, I love you guys. I hope that you get the point of me posting this, all right? Love you.